Fascinating. So I have to ask you, is that weakened Russia inevitably a client of, in the service of, ever stronger China?
Well, there's no doubt about the fact that the Russians at this point are the junior partner in the relationship. I would go back to the comment that you made earlier about the risks of fragmentation in Russia, and I don't think I think we should not want that. Um, Back in 1989, when we were getting a lot of information about how the Soviet Union was falling apart, I was deputy national security advisor, and I got first President Bush's authority to form a very small, very secret contingency planning group to plan for the collapse of the Soviet Union. That was 2.5 years before the Soviet Union collapsed. And that little group was chaired by the NSC person on Russia, who happened to be Condoleezza Rice. And the conclusions of that group, the main conclusion was it was critically important after the Soviet Union collapsed that we do everything we could to maintain a strong central government in Russia in order to maintain control over what were then 40,000 nuclear weapons. And the same thing holds true today. The last thing we need is Russia fragmenting and the fate of all of those nuclear weapons being uncertain. So the last thing we should want is the fragmentation of Russia. We need a coherent Russian state, and we need a strong government in Moscow to maintain control of all those weapons.